Hey guys, it's Robbie here, and this is FrekiFitWolf. It is Sunday, so you know what that means? It's time for another week's weigh-in. Alright, so how did your guys' week go? Did you stay on plan? Did you get any fitness in? Did you have your weigh-ins? Let me know. Comment down below. Or in my Facebook group. Join that. Let me know in there. I love hearing your guys' story. I love supporting you guys just as much as you guys support me. It's very much needed for me, so I know there's got to be some of you that need the support as well. But so anyway, my week. It was a long week, y'all. It really felt like it was dragging. And I'm getting distracted. My backpack's on my bed, and it's so pretty. Sorry. Okay, so it was a very long week for me. If you are part of my Facebook group, you saw Tuesday. I don't like saying I made bad choices, but I made choices that weren't going along the way that I want to be going. I definitely went over my points, and I definitely ate some extra food, like extra food. And that day I didn't go for my walk. I was off work. I didn't honestly do a whole lot that day. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't think I did a lot, but I didn't go for my walk, and I ate too much. So that wasn't a wonderful day. And also, speaking of not going for my walk, I'm shooting for 5 days a week. I want to walk 5 days a week, minimum of 2 miles. And I did 3 times. So Tuesday, the easiest day for me to walk because I am off work. All I do is laundry. Actually, a friend did visit me from out of town, but still, that wasn't like that was the whole day. That was a couple hours. So Tuesday I did not. Monday I did. Wednesday I did. Right? Wednesday? And Thursday I did. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. But then Friday, it was raining. And I didn't. Now the reason why that kind of bugs me that I didn't, because people could be like, oh, well, it's raining. 2 things. 1, I could very easily go to a mall, go to an IKEA, something, and still get that in. I have seen a lot of people, because of that Stride Kick app, the one that Dish with D is hosting challenges on, I see people doing loops in their kitchen. Granted, all of those days, I still hit my step goal. I still hit, the 8,000 or 10,000, because I shoot for 10,000. But I didn't do that. And also, number 2, why that kind of bugs me is because it was intermittent raining. So it would go and then it would stop. So honestly, if I'm being real with myself, because I've done it before, I could go and there's a park here called Tower Grove Park. And my little loop that I do, there's a bandstand and a lake. I walk around the bandstand, I circle the lake, and then I do a long loop up and back. I know that circling the bandstand and the lake 4 times equals 1 mile. So while it was slow, because when I did get home, it was stopped, but it started up like, a half hour later, which if I had done my long loop, I would have been caught in that, because it usually takes me like 42 to 43 minutes. But I could have just circled that, and then if it starts getting too much, get back in my car. It was not cold. It was actually a really pretty day. Despite the rain. Like, I love rain. I think rain is really pretty, but temperature-wise, it wasn't freezing. It was like 60s or something. It was obnoxiously, like, not winter. But so, anyway, I didn't do it. I slacked off, goofed off. And then Friday... No, that was Friday. I'm talking about Friday. Yeah, I'm talking about Friday. So then Saturday, yesterday, we had a random little mini snowstorm. It got freezing temperatures. We got a lot of rain, a lot of sleet, some sleet, and then a lot of snow. Granted, it's almost all gone now. That's how it goes in St. Louis. But I'm talking like the giant, wet, sloppy ones where just walking from my work to my car, I got covered, and I was wearing a hoodie, and my hood just got filled up with it. So that isn't ideal for walking. The last time I did walk in the snow, they were the giant, but they were the soft, flowy snowflakes, not like the thick, wet ones, if you know what I'm talking about. So it wasn't ideal. Again, though, could have gone to a mall. I could have gone to IKEA. I was actually Googling Like, you can get, if you go through IKEA's, you can easily get 2,000 steps just from that, which for me, 2,000 steps is like a little over a mile, I think. I forget. But either way, I could just loop through there. And plus, then there'd be pretty things to look at. And I can go at a pretty decent pace because I kind of know IKEA pretty well. So there's not really ever too many new things for me like, ooh, let me stop and look at this. I can just go through it. And it's huge. Plus, there's some stairs. Well, escalators, but I would use them as stairs. But anyway, I didn't get the activity in that I was wanting to get in. And the rest of the week, as far as points go, besides Tuesday, I stayed within my points. But, yeah, so it wasn't ideal for my personal goals. The third thing that I want to work on, I've been slacking off on my water, guys. Like, you know me, I drink soda at work. Not going to lie, I drink my Diet Mountain Dew or Diet Dr. Pepper Cherry. But at home, just water. But, totally bought this week. Granted, I mean, there's still some left. But, yeah, I did. I brought soda home, which I have not done in a very long time. Unless it's like from McDonald's or, something like that. And then it's, a cup and gone. And then I switched to water. So, yeah, that was very different. I do feel very dehydrated. See my lips? Yeah, so I made not wonderful choices this week. Not horrible choices. Not the end of the world choices. And luckily, not a weight gain choice. But not choices for what I want to do for my actual health. So this week, I am really going to be focusing on getting more water in. I want to get my 5 days of walking in. And I want to stay within my points every day. I except for today. Sundays, I don't. Sundays, I go ham. I have whatever I want. Honestly, I like my Sundays. I like the way this works because even with that one bad day of going over points, and it wasn't crazy over, but it was a little bit over. Probably like 10 to 20 points over. Yeah, because I totally had a meatball sandwich. It was so good. But shouldn't have had that night. I ordered a salad, and that was my plan, and then I added on a meatball sandwich. And also, I ordered salad with Thousand Island dressing, and yeah. So yeah, anyway. This week, focusing on the water intake, focusing on getting my exercise in, and focusing on staying within my points, except for Sunday. Sunday, like I said, I go crazy. I use my dailies and my weeklies, and sometimes, a lot of times, I even go over that. So, like last week when I lost 3.6 pounds, yeah, I totally went hardcore over on Sunday, but I believe everything else makes it up. And I do believe that shocking your system a little bit, it might not work for every person's body type, but for me, having a certain amount of calories and then shaking things up with a higher calorie day, I definitely think that works. There are calorie cycling things that I know a lot of people do. Lisa Override from Dumpy to Diva, she has links to them. You can always ask her, like in the iTrack Bites participants group, she's in there, or her Facebook page from Dumpy to Diva. In there, you can find links to that, or you can always ask her, but you can just search. And I know there's calorie cycling things that a lot of people do. So that kind of ties into what I sort of do, except I don't cycle every day. I just make a really high calorie day or point day, and then the rest, my lower days. But anyway, so let's get into the numbers. Despite how my week went, I'm happy with the numbers. Boom. Okay, so if you're new, my starting weight was 376 pounds, 76.8. And now I am 327. Hi, Selena. Now I'm 327 pounds. So this week, I lost 1 pound. That's awesome. The part that I'm excited for is I'm at 49.8 pounds gone. That means this week, as long as I lose 2 ounces, I will be at the 50-pound benchmark. That's huge to me. Like, I don't know why it's huge. I think because it's a nice even number. It's half of 100. It's fantastic. I'm excited for that. So next week, hopefully I'll have reason to celebrate. And mini goals. So I always set mini goals. There are some new people, so I'm going to explain it. I know you guys hear it every single week, so just kind of read the numbers and move on if you want to, if you already know. But first of all, my mini goal, my next one is 316.8 pounds. I'm doing mini goals of every 20 pounds shooting for. That way I don't get overwhelmed by the large number, which is to get to 220 pounds. So to get to 60 pounds loss will be when I'm at 316.8. With me being at 327, I only have 10.2 pounds to go. That's awesome. And the camera's backwards. Okay, there we go. Dragon Con. So, those that you don't know, Dragon Con, world's largest fan-run nerd convention. It takes place in Atlanta, Georgia. Labor Day weekend. I'm going to it, first time ever. But this is huge. It's like 5 hotels. There's a ton of walking. If you ever have gone to a Comic-Con or any kind of con, you know you're on your feet all day. And this one I'm going for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, coming back Monday. So that's going to be a lot of walking, a lot of moving, a lot of being on my feet. And it will just be easier if I don't weigh what I started with at 376. So I'm shooting for 263, which averages to 2 pounds a week. And I'm pretty much on track with that. So my goal weight, 263. So that means I have 64 pounds to lose by Labor Day weekend. I think that's doable. But keep in mind, as I always do clarify, I do not like time limit weight loss goals. I don't like it. Things don't always go according to plan, and you can get very, very discouraged very easily. At least I can. So I'm shooting for that, but I'm not going to be angry if I don't hit it. I'm not going to go down that mental rabbit hole. But it is still good to keep in mind, hey, Dragon Con is coming up. I like seeing that number every week so that I'm refreshed with that. And I did not make a card for it, but I did write down because I do tend to forget to mention that my big goal is to get to 220 pounds. That is my goal weight. And so with where I'm at now, I wrote it on a napkin, 107 pounds to go for that one. That is why I like to set my mini goals, because it can be very intimidating thinking I have 107 more to go. But also, I have lost 49. That's amazing. 49.8. Like literally that close to 50 pounds. Super, super stoked for that. But yes, so that's how my numbers went this week. And I am happy with that, especially since I made some bad choices. And like I have said last week, even despite only going 3 times for my walk, I make sure that I hit my higher step goals. I try to get for, the 10,000 and then go over. And a lot of days this week, I went over. Usually between 12 and 16,000 is what I try to get to. It is harder on the days that I don't do my walk. Because you walk for 2 miles, you knock half of that out. But I do believe that can take a huge credit for why I had a good week this week. Because if I wasn't moving as much as I am moving lately, if I was more sedentary, like before I lost this weight, it's pretty much in this chair all day long. Get up to get food, get up to let the dogs out, feed them, whatever, and be back to this chair. And now I do focus, especially with this Fitbit, guys. Like if you don't have a Fitbit or an Apple Watch or whatever version, they are fantastic. I do recommend them. They are pricey, but I recommend them so much because it will beep and be like, hey, especially when it gets close to the bottom of the hour, it will beep and be like, hey, you've only got 250 more steps to be active, or 50 steps or whatever to be active for this hour, because it shoots for like 9 hours of activity in a day. So that's a good reminder where I'll be like, hey, let me pause what I'm doing, even if I'm not going somewhere, and loop around this house or this apartment, or let the dogs out and loop around the backyard, whatever. It's a great reminder. Plus, just seeing that on there every day, like, it's sideways. Can you see? No, the font's wrong. First of all, Baby Yoda. But either way, you can't see it. But it shows you right on the screen where your steps are, and that can be very motivating. Be like, hey, okay, I'm at 1,059 right now. I could get to 2,000, 1,100 very easily. Let me go real quick. So I recommend them. Plus, they track your sleep, and like, guys, like, I feel justified for how tired I am, because, well, it hasn't registered last night's sleep for some reason. No idea why. But, like, it lets you know all kinds of stuff. I highly recommend them. But I have talked for, like, 14 minutes, so I'm going to get off here. Again, let me know how your weeks went. Join the Facebook group. Let me know in there or in the comments below here. Either way, let me know. I love hearing from you guys and supporting you guys, and it helps motivate me. So, until my next video, I'll talk to you guys later.